Hi, I'm Ahmed and welcome to Rapid Fire. Simple concept really, one big story and about 1 minute to explain it all. Let's do this. So the US, UK and France decided to bomb Syria on Saturday. The reason was they claimed that Syria's president Bashar al-Assad used chemical weapons against his people. Now Bashar al-Assad has used chemical weapons and crossed that red line many times in the past. But as much as we can agree that he's not the good guy and that chemical weapons are horrible, how is it any different than people dying from barrel bombs, bullets or drones? And where was the US, UK and France when Bashar al-Assad was bombing his people in Ghouta, bombing them in Aleppo, or bombing them in any other place in the last 7 years? Well, the answer is simple. Nowhere. And let's not forget that in 2013, when the Free Syrian Army was marching onto Damascus, the Russians intervened, bombed the hell out of them, saved Assad, the West wasn't there, and they've been crying ever since. And relax with the conspiracy theories. This is not World War III. The Russians are not gonna blow up the whole world with the Americans over this. I know these politicians seem like they're crazy, but they're not. They're playing chess, not dominoes. And plus, the US hit 3 sites that were used to store and produce chemical weapons. So they didn't try to kill Bashar al-Assad, and they didn't hit any other key target in the country. So no World War III. And of course, if you're wondering, these actions are not legal or legitimate. Because like in most foreign interventions in the past, big countries don't wait for the UN or any other legitimate entity to ask permission. But don't forget, the world is bigger than 5. And while all the world is watching what's going on in Syria, we're forgetting, or rather not looking at what's going on in the US, UK and France. Because in America, the FBI investigation is getting hotter and hotter by the day on Trump. They raided his lawyers' offices, and the guy's got so many sex scandals, if he ever leaves office, he can definitely take Hugh Hefner's place in Playboy Mansion. In Theresa May's case, she's getting a lot of slack about her stalling Brexit negotiations, and she's coming up to a council election that threatens to displace her party from power. And then, my favorite, Emmanuel Macron is trying to be a big boy. He's trying to reinstall France's stature in international politics. But on a serious note, ladies and gentlemen, remember that the first law of illusion is to distract the audience. Unless you think they're trying to save the Syrian people. Which is cool, but you know what's cooler? I did this in 1 minute.
2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Whatever, bro.